comes in for Richardson. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the game.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Batadze, a screen on Harris. The Magic again can't hit. Pistons leading by 19. Thompson finds Duren. Cunningham for three. Drills it from outside. Cunningham's got 11 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Wagner outside. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Harris outside. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Detroit. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here is Suggs. Still yet to score. Pass to Batadze. Wagner with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Wagner missing.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. For the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Bane in for Black. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Bane sinks the triple. Bane's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Detroit.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. Cunningham for three. No good that time. And so it's Detroit, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half is going to be a tough task for the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it. They're letting everyone else know it too.
Yeah, continuing to make a statement here, that's for sure. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
NBA playoff round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Here is Cunningham. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Here's Banchero for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Cunningham for 3. Banchero grabs the board. Well, Orlando's shooting like 21% from the field so far. Basket counts. Bane's got 5 now.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Front past the arc. That's in. Coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Suggs against Cunningham. Puts it up. And it's Suggs missing. Detroit has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the 3-pointer to their advantage. Harris's shot is good.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Now, here's Bane. He's got 5. Suggs kicks to Bane. Off target from 3-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cunningham for 3. Harris outside. Shoots over Wagner. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Duran.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Looking to end the run, and it's laid in by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Cunningham, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And that one's good, Suggs.
Well, I like when Suggs takes initiative on offense. These drives to the rim help get him going.
Thompson outside. Cunningham passes to Robinson. Over Bane. Again, the Pistons score.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And it's Wagner missing. Harris looking it over. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. And so in the game for the Magic, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Outside, Bane. Pass to Carter. Outside, Suggs. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harris with it. Picked up by Banchero. Lets it go from 11, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
I like going mid-range there. So confident. Harris had it all under control.
Suggs finds Wagner. Back to Suggs. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Cunningham for 3. Another three for Detroit.
Yeah, this is really important to Cunningham's development. He needs to keep rising, firing, and hitting these pull-up jumpers.
And it's Suggs missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for a series that went the distance, you have to admire how they were able to close it out here as the time winds down.
Yeah, well, you never know going into a Game 7 like this who is going to rise to the occasion. And I think they showed they had exactly what was needed, that extra grit and grind to fight for the win, fight for the series, and congratulations are definitely in order.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Nailed from three-point land.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
20 seconds left in the game. Wagner kicks to Suggs. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Cunningham for three. Missed. And they do it. They'll move on to round two. Thrilling fashion, guys, taking round one in what certainly will go down. Guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a Game 7, and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round two. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.